Katelyn, my love, my wife. Some people would find our story to be improbable or outlandish at best. But to me, it's exactly as it ought to be. From a swipe right and a few awkward messages, to a date that included a tour of Benson that culminated in a kiss outside some random person's house. A move that didn't happen. Moves that did happen. Together. To today. Our love is perfect in all its messiness. You've asked me before, when I knew you were the one. I lied. I lied when I told you it was when you walked into Beercade. It's more romantic that way. There is a nugget of truth to that. I did know you were special. But it was during our first couple of dates when we ended up at Night Owl, and you didn't immediately leave when I said, I want to spend all night talking to you. But I know that's not possible because time is a finite resource. Often before bed, you've asked me to tell you something about my love for you, and I often respond simply, I just love you. On the surface, it seems inadequate. But how could I possibly, with all of the words that exist, describe how vast and wide and deep my love is for you? It's the look you give me when I say something silly or do something silly. It's the dumb jokes and Instagram posts we share. It's the tears you cry when we see an old dog living their best life. It's the way you care for Barry. It's the way you comfort me when I'm sad and hype me up when I'm happy. It's the time you spend listening to my ramblings. This is what I mean when I say I just love you. I vow to always tell you you're pretty. It's never a lie, and it will never be a lie. But I know sometimes you just need to hear it. I vow to house as many dogs as you want for the rest of our lives. I vow to always encourage you in your ideas, even if we might not agree. I vow to be your shoulder to cry on, because your empathy has no limit. I vow to only cook the tastiest dishes and satisfy your FOMO for any restaurants we come across. I vow to always kill the spiders and gross bugs. And I vow to be me, the person that you chose to love. And last, I vow to love you unconditionally, forever, because I can't imagine doing anything else. I love you.
So, I'm in love with you. What are we gonna do? So, I'm in love with you. What are we gonna do now? Make me feel loved and treasured. You're water in the desert. My fox, my missing puzzle piece. You make me feel loved, protected. Or we could talk forever on the couch, sipping bourbon, please.
My love, we made it. I've been stewing on these words for a long time. More than likely, you've waited to the last minute to do yours. But I know that won't stop them from being absolutely beautiful and thoughtful. It's one of your many gifts. So I've been making notes in my phone for the last few months because I wanted to make these vows as perfect and as meaningful as you deserve. But then I thought more about what you'd say. How things don't always have to be perfect. And from a perfectionist, that's very hard to fathom. But you're right. Things don't always have to be perfect every moment. But it's the collected moments that make our relationship and lives perfect together. Because even when things are crappy and we've taken loss after loss, the perfection is still there because we have each other together. From sickness to death to unemployment and war, we've been through so much. And though I don't love uncertainty, there is absolutely no one else I'd rather have by my side to guide me through. These past few weeks especially, I've been thinking a lot about our first date. I wish I had a recording of it, but my brain still plays pieces of it over and over again. I remember the button-up you wore that you had little islands on it. I can see meeting you at Beercade and how you smiled at me for the very first time. I see us sitting on the rooftop at 1912 and how you sang along to that Post Malone anthem. I see us at the bar at Jake's and can still hear you tell me you wish we could just sit there for forever. But my favorite of all, I remember walking back slowly to our cars where we somehow parked right next to each other and you leaned down to kiss me. Little did we know what that date would lead to today. I know we always joke that I'm here for your gingerness, but I like to put into writing just some of the reasons I love you. An exhaustive list is impossible, but I promise to spend the rest of our lives telling you more. I love your ability to be calm, even in some of the most stressful and uncertain situations. It's a balance I didn't know I need, nor did I honestly even think existed. I love your humor and your wit. Never belly laughed with someone as much as I do with you. I love your laugh. Anyone who has heard that high-pitched sound of happiness has been in the presence of pure joy. I love how you care for Barry. The way you light up when you interact. I know you'd also do anything for him. And while you may always be his very close second to me, I love you. I love how you try to succeed me constantly with scratches and sneaking him food. All of the cheese. I love your cooking, and I cannot wait to try every America's Test Kitchen recipe with you. I love your problem-solving brain. I'm not ashamed to admit I'll go straight to Google the second I have an issue or question, but your eagerness to think through the problem and find a solution yourself is truly amazing. I love your grit. Even when things don't go as planned, you always do what's needed for the family. I want you to know that I always see you. But what I think I love the most about you is your heart. It's your compassion for others. The things you believe in and the actions you take, they're all because you want everyone around you to be happy and live the life that they want. I see it in the way you interact with your friends, your family, and even your strangers, and it makes me feel so lucky that I get to be a recipient of that love too. It was when you told me you didn't think you could love someone as much as you love me that I realized the same thing. I've always dreamed of true love, but nothing prepared me for how amazing and purely unconditional it is. You love me at my best, from my messy bedhead to my done-up self, and I know you're in my corner always. So I feel like to say that this is what I had hoped and prayed for and waited for forever would almost minimize my feelings for you. Because even in my wildest dreams, I could have never imagined how much love I feel for you and from you. You know me, I'm the most indecisive overthinker when it comes to just about anything. But you, being your partner has always felt so natural, the most natural anything has ever felt in this crazy and unpredictable world. I love you so much, and I cannot wait to see where life takes us. And as long as I have you by my side, I know it will be perfect.
Josh, Katelyn, you may now kiss one another. Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time as a couple, Mr. and Mrs. Buckingham Waddle!
When you put your hand in my jacket. I'm thinking so irrational. You flew me international now. But we can spend hours reading the signals, but that's so unoriginal. What if we took this back to my house? Under all these lights, I gotta take a minute to calm down. But I feel like if I told you I was ready right this minute, do you think that it would turn you on? I just feel like you need to know. If I told you I was ready right this minute, would you just run off and tell someone? I just feel like you need to know. I don't wanna feel like we're wasting time. Tell me, should I go and call up a taxi? We can make out for a play in the backseat. Please tell me now how that all sounds. You can sleep in while I make breakfast, watch cartoons and talk about exits. And if you're happy, stick around. I just feel like this is worth the risk. I never felt a fire like this. If I told you I was ready right this minute, do you think that it would turn you on? I just feel like you need to know. If I told you I was ready right this minute, would you just run off and tell someone? I just feel like you need to know. Right here, right now, we're running out of things to talk about. Right here, right now, I'm about to let the truth come out. If I told you I was ready right this minute, do you think that it would turn you on? You tell me now. If I told you I was ready right this minute, would you just run up and tell someone? Keep my feet on the ground. If I told you I was ready right this minute, do you think that it would turn you on? I just feel like you need to know. If I told you I was ready right this minute, would you just run up and tell someone? I just feel like you need to know. If I told you I was ready right this minute, do you think that it would turn you on?